Today's education news: the GMB rejects disgraceful 3.2 support staff pay offer. So it has been proposed that support staff will get a 3.2% pay rise, but a union representing school support staff rejected it, saying it's a disgrace as it is less than the pay rise teachers are receiving. Now, when I've previously made videos about the teachers' pay increase, a lot of TA support staff will be in the comments saying, why isn't it the same for TAs? And at the minute, and I know the government are looking to change this, pay for support staff is negotiated between local governments. So it's not done centrally like it is for teachers. I also want to say that if there are any support staff watching this video and you want your voice heard, there's no point getting in my comments. That's not going to change anything. The only way you're going to get your voice heard as far as getting a better pay deal for the job that you do, which you thoroughly deserve, and I completely back, is to get involved with your unions, to make sure you're in a union, you are voting on issues like this. So with this union, the GMB, 77% of the members voted against this pay offer. They're going to demand that employers go back to the negotiating table to up their offer. I back this. I think support staff should be getting paid better, and it should be increased similarly to what it's like for teachers. And now obviously we can have a discussion about the increase for teachers being the right one, but it shouldn't be that teachers get a 4% increase and TAs, support staff, are only getting a 3.2% increase. I don't want to get into a debate about the jobs and who does what. What's clear is that education is incredibly underfunded, and TAs, support staff have always gone above and beyond, but at the minute in the current system where the money is not there, so many of them are being relied upon to go way above their pay grade in the responsibilities of their job, and they should be paid adequately for that. Now, the worry with this, and it's not me saying we shouldn't be negotiating for a better deal, the problem is that it is potentially going to impact on already stretched school budgets. And what I don't want happening is I don't want support staff ultimately losing their jobs for asking for more pay that they deserve. Now, the way it's been worded here, the national employers said that in April, this offer would mean the lowest paid workers have seen their pay rise by more than £6,000 since April 2021. However, the rise actually just equates to 3.2%. The national officer of GMB said this is a real terms pay cut and one of the worst in the public sector. So according to the 2024 pay scale, support staff pay starts at around about £23,656. It's also important to note that Unite, another union representing school support staff, has also rejected this current deal. 3.2% increase was lower than the predicted growth in wages across the wider economy, which has been revised to 3.7%. And the reason for that is that national employers were aware of the additional pressure the offer would place on finances, but believed it to be fair to employees. I'll let you be the judge of that. The reason they've gone with 3.2 over 3.7 is the fact that it's saying any increase is just going to put further strain on already stretched school budgets. And the unions have called for an increase of at least £3,000 across all pay points, along with a clear plan to reach a minimum pay rate of £15 an hour. They also demanded one extra day of annual leave for all staff, a reduction in the working week by 2 hours with no loss of pay, and the ability for school staff to take at least 1 day of their annual leave during term time. Now, to finish this video, there's also another important point I want to mention after having a discussion with some support staff at a school I visited recently. Because yes, a discussion around pay is incredibly important, but there also needs to be a discussion around pensions for support staff when they are on a term time contract. Because I didn't even realise this, that it affects the number of years in your pension if you're not on a full-time contract. It works against you. So for every 10 years you've been working, your pension might only cover 6 or 7. As support staff, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I've always been a massive champion of all school staff. For me, when I talk about teachers, it includes support staff, TAs, LSAs, because you play that role of teaching. You educate the next generation and you do an incredible job at it. I want to see that reflected in your pay as much as I want it seen reflected in teachers' pay.